Working on
I've eaten
the
so
live
much
stream.
today.
Live stream. I think this is a live stream. A live stream. Are we live streaming? I don't know. It says that we are live streaming.
Live streaming.
We are really live streaming. We're live streaming.
Everybody please behave. We are live.
Oh yeah, we are live.
This is what happens when.
Hey!
This is what happens when there's no production team. There's no mic, and it's just us.
Let me get the camera a second. Oh, sorry.
What makes me realise is actually this is just three normals because none of us know what we're doing on YouTube Live.
Well, no, this is the thing. Yeah, get rid of the people who know what they're doing, including Mike. This is the one thing that he does know how to do, and it's just us.
The good news is Emily, Neil, Chris, Dan, Francoise, like so many people are here. Denise, excellent. Hello from everywhere, including Yorkshire.
Fantastic. Hello, good evening. How are we? Where are you joining from? This is always the fun way to start a live stream. I do this on the Insta Lives as well.
Yeah, Quebec, you see.
Quebec, Virginia, New Orleans.
This is the first. We've done a few of these kind of hang out with one of us in our homes as we cook midweek dinner, but we've never done it as a thrupplet in the studio. So Barry behind the camera, Jay and I, we're just going to hang out and cook up to dinner.
Yeah, we did 10 Instagram lives throughout February whilst we did our psychic challenge, which was amazing, and we cooked up 3 dinners each, and then we did the competition winner reveal, which if you saw that, I think we can all agree was a spectacularly produced, well presented live stream.
Nashville, Salisbury, literally like Portland, Oregon, Denmark, South Africa, Poland, Florida, Surrey, Scotland, sunny Scotland.
This is really funny because one of the things you said earlier was when we do this on Instagram Live, the comments go so quickly we can't actually keep up and we don't get to see them. Can you keep up with these ones?
Not really, but the good news is, and the difference between doing Instagram Live and YouTube Live is when we finally end broadcast and we've all had a lovely dinner, the comments remain, so we can go back and look at them, whereas in Instagram they go disappear.
They go disappear. There you go. They go disappear. Smart.
Talking about smart, can I talk about dinner?
Yeah, talk about dinner. Sure.
2 dishes today from our 6-ingredient winner, and we've chosen them because they're really, really easy to throw together. We're going to do 2 in sync, in parallel, and plate up 4 plates of food at the end. And although they are 6-ingredient dishes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, only 9 ingredients needed for both of them because they share some of those ingredients, and that's kind of the smart cooking. You buy a whole tub, and we use it across 2 dishes. You buy a whole bag of kale, we share it across 2 dishes. So this is not a food demo. I'm just going to cook. I'm going to throw in some little tidbits from the food team of all the hacks and tips and tips and tricks that we build into this, and then we'll eat. Simple as.
Lots of people saying we should put slow mode on, but I think we should turn Barry off slow mode because maybe that's what's been wrong this whole time.
That's what's been holding him up.
You can speak. You are right there.
I am here. I forget. I'm concentrating really hard on making sure that everything is in focus.
In focus. Oh yeah, great. That looks perfect. Yeah, cheers, mate. Thanks for that. Gnocchi. Hello from Sri Lanka, Bermuda, Kentucky, Malaysia, Poland, Australia. This is fantastic. What is the next meal you're all going to eat? Because I would ask what you're having for dinner, but judging where everyone is, you're not all going to have dinner in a minute.
Some people are on breakfast, some people should not be awake right now.
Some people are on breakfast today, and some people are on breakfast tomorrow.
Oh, that's true.
Think about that. That is...
Right, I'm making your favourite things. Kale crisps.
Yes.
Except I'm tossing them in a little bit of salt and a little bit of sesame oil, and then they go into an oven. And this is just about a quarter of our bag of kale because we use the other lot in a different dish. Don't need that big root.
I love kale crisps. The one thing I find though is that I tend to burn them because they go from being not crispy to being too crispy in the blink of an eye.
Well, if you're using the app, it probably has a timer on it, but because we're doing 2 recipes at once, I can't do that.
Good. Jamie, you're the best chef ever. Oh, guys.
Right, there's already too much loving over Jamie recently. I'm uncomfortable with it.
Why?
Why are you uncomfortable with it?
So many comments about who's the... If you could pick any of us to come and cook for you, every time it's Jamie.
Yeah,
Why do you think that is?
because people know what they're doing. The people know what they want, and we should give it to them.
I'm close with your wife and she disagrees.
How close?
Huh?
What?
Moving swiftly on. When we do like 6 ingredient winners, which in fact one of these recipes only has 5 ingredients in it, but when you're using minimal ingredients, which means that the shopping is limited, it keeps costs down, it makes things quick and easy, each ingredient has to do a couple of clever things. So in this instance, we're starting to pan fry and crisp up smoked pancetta. So it's doing a couple of things. It's giving us some nice fat, it's giving us some nice meat, it's giving us some nice saltiness, and it's giving us some nice smokiness because it's smoked pancetta, plus a little bit of a bitey, chewy texture through our dish. So that's nice and easy. The other thing is our other dish is going to be pasta. So I'm just going to take whatever pasta we actually have at the moment and boil that off. Talking of smart, once it's nearly boiled, I'll add the rest of the kale into the same pasta water. So it's kind of cooking in the pasta water that's the same water that the pasta is cooking in, which of course will be salted.
Right. People are asking, where's Mike? I think there's only one thing to do. Should we get him on FaceTime?
Do you reckon we can?
Well, the good thing is, because I have his number saved in my phone, it won't put his phone number out to lots of people, which is what didn't happen a few months ago. This is his laptop. This is Mike's laptop.
You can use the laptop.
Is he going to pick up?
He's
Is he going to
not-
pick up?
He's not
It's
picking
not going to
up.
pick up.
Has he got baby?
He couldn't be here today because he's...
What are you doing? Walk low.
FaceTime unavailable. Call back.
keep trying. Also, comment down below in the thread. Would love to know how many of you use Sidekick and which recipes are your favourites, because Slater and Kirsch and the rest of the food team, we're always developing new ones, like 2 new packs every single week, and we want to create more of the packs that you like. So tell us what it is you like. Is it the pasta packs? Is it the quick packs? Is it the one-pot cooks? Is it the seasonal stuff? Is it the international cuisines? You tell us in the comments down below. We'll trawl through the comments later and make sure that we feed that back into the food team, because I... Oh, you'll like this.
Mike's not picked up, but Mike has sent me this. I'm going to put it near the microphone, and then you're going to have to zoom in.
Okay, I'll try that.
Okay?
Oh, baby. That is real life right there.
That is, and I can laugh because that's been my life previously.
Yeah.
And it's
Twice.
Twice.
And it's in the past.
And it's in the past. Oh mate, if you are watching, I hope you're okay, and I hope she's doing all right as well. But you look like you're having a great time, so enjoy it, because they're precious moments that you don't get back.
The good news is the comments now are going crazy with love emojis and awes and oh and ooh dear and lots of baby giggles. So
And also, Mike looks so tired.
don't all new parents? Right. Though I did see a comment there saying, "Oh my word, that is so much garlic," and I'm not entirely sure what they're referring to because there
That's
isn't any.
gnocchi.
If you're talking about this, these aren't garlic cloves; these are gnocchi pieces, and that's part of the very next bit, which I actually need to go and fetch.
Sorry. People asking, where's James?
Where's he going?
I don't know. Let's go that side. People saying they miss James, and where is he? He's in the Alps. Well, he
Yeah.
was. He was in the Alps with you. That was yesterday's video,
Yeah,
the first one.
It was a one-way ticket.
One way. You got him a one-way ticket to the
Yeah,
Alps.
we invited him there. We didn't say we send him home.
That's fair enough. How many more videos coming out of the Alps? It's 3 more, isn't it?
3 more, and they get more ridiculous with every video.
Progressively more ridiculous.
Here,
Excellent.
here's a spoiler. Our head of production, Tom, who came with us, and a lot of you were commenting in yesterday's video that you're liking the slightly different style of production and the drone stuff. That's Tom was doing all of that. He, like Barry and like James, relatively comfortable on skis. So when he says, "Oh, it'll be fine," his level of fine is very different to Mine.
Jake, right.
Yes. Yeah.
Next time, Ben, give us a hard time in the kitchen. We can always clip back some of the footage that we got of him skiing.
Perfect.
And how much, Evans, say something nice about me, I dare you.
I have to be honest, on the 45 minutes or so where I was not in a very happy place on the slope because I just couldn't do it and I was infuriated, you were a very calm, cool, collected teacher. And I appreciate and respect and thank you for that. I've just put gochujang into our smoky beef and...
It's bacon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've just put gochujang into our smoky bacon, or pancetta, which is another one of those flavours. If you're not using many flavours, use the ones that do many things. This is a spicy kind of fermented funk that you also want to cook out a little bit in all of that bacon fat before adding in creme fraiche and the gnocchi. And the gnocchi, we're cooking the simplest way ever. We're literally just pouring a kettle over it. 3 or 4 minutes, it will come up to temperature, and then we'll scoop it out along with some of that starchy water into this with the creme fraiche. Job done.
Nice.
So next time, Ben loses patience with us in the kitchen.
But Barry, you were in a video 8 years ago where you made this, so how can you not remember?
Ben, you've been skiing 6 times already.
No, 6 years ago. There's a difference.
Right, comments, what we got?
Any behind the scenes from the Alps? I think they're all going into the
no,
videos.
yeah.
All going into the videos.
There's some behind the scenes gossip going into the newsletter because she was asking me today for some like behind the scenes gossip.
Oh, really?
So I gave her a little bit of that. So there's some of that in the newsletter.
That feels like it might be one-sided gossip. I feel like she also needs to ask Baz and James.
Yeah.
And
Oh no, I
Tom.
gave her the food gossip, like what were we
Right.
eating when we weren't on camera, that kind of stuff.
Okay, great. Perfect. Where has James gone and why is he rarely seen anymore? James got another job almost 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Almost 2 years ago. So he wanted to go and explore the world of food from a professional perspective. Now apparently he couldn't get that here, and I don't really know what that
I
means.
mean, we were paying him to cook, so that's professional chef.
But yeah, so he went and got a real job a couple of years ago.
That's funny.
But as is proved by the fact that he came to the Alps a couple of weeks ago, he pops in every now and again. We're still mates. We go out for beers. And he comes in and films some stuff and gets grumpy over kitchen gadgets.
If I'm honest though, I'm not sure he'll ever come back.
He got so grumpy because he got cold.
You think how much, like, we've invited him to the Alps. We can't really beat that.
Oh, what, you mean he's not going to come back to the studio?
Yeah, no.
Why would I come to the studio? Yeah, fair.
Oh, and I'm trip to the Alps. No, you could do a burger challenge, mate.
Oh, he'd be so good in a burger challenge.
He would be.
He'd have to bring his van. Right, I've also added some creme fraiche into here. Now, in the UK, creme fraiche and all dairy, so sour cream, double cream, things like that, they're all sold in multiples of 150 millilitres or grams. So 150, 300, and then usually 600. So we know that you have to buy 300 grams of creme fraiche. So we're using half of it in this dish and half of it in the pasta dish. So again, no fresh food waste. That's the point of Psychic. We bang on about it a lot, but it's because it really matters to us, and we really want to help. And I just got some gochujang in the back.
Are you all right?
Yeah.
Lovely. Eric, you're awesome. Thank you very much.
What were we thanking him for?
He did the money thing.
Oh.
Tyler's eating breakfast. It's 11 a.m. That sounds like brunch to me.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah? What's Jamie's job in this video? I've just here
Same as your job always.
just to look good.
Conversation,
Model.
comms, and model. Right, our pasta is nearly ready. But not quite.
Eileen.
Perfect. I don't know, all the kale.
Eileen says, will more of these live streams happen in the future? Yeah, hope so. That's why we wanted to try one out, because we've never really done much live streaming on YouTube.
That silly Hack Friday thing we did, which
Oh,
was
we did
hours.
that amazing Hack Friday for 8 hours on Black Friday, which is good fun. But before then, it was like, didn't you look it up? It was like 8-9 years ago when we last did a public live stream.
And actually, it's just lovely just to hang out and do what we normally do, but invite you guys along. I don't know how many of you guys are here. Well, thousands. Okay.
What was that? Oh, be real.
Be real time.
Be real.
Oh,
Get the Hang
There
on.
we go.
So like pasta water, we want a little bit of our gnocchi water going in here, and then toss it all together.
So is that starchy? Is like you put pasta water in?
Yep.
Because it's got the starch that's come out of the pasta.
Yep.
Is this the same?
Yep.
Lovely.
Potato starch. It's nice and glossy. Delicious. Don't be afraid of it, because it makes this a lovely, lovely sauce. Oh, splash.
4K. Yeah, Katie, we have 4K cameras. Is there a reason that we don't upload our 4K cameras in 4K?
You are talking to the wrong person.
If you work in the production team and you're watching this,
Can you just comment down below?
Right, we need some more comments about recipes, and we need help, don't we?
Well, we all need help, but I think specifically it would be lovely to know what people want from Actually, whatever you want from Sidekick. What would you love to see? Recently, people have been saying they would even like to see maybe some of the sub 10-minute burger challenge recipes, or whatever it is you want to see on Sidekick. We'll try and make it happen. Our whole point is to make cooking midweek easier, make you the hero of your kitchen, and kind of save us all money by reducing food waste. So providing it does those things, happy to help. Happy to help.
The comment box today is an open forum. Tell us what you want. We need as much guidance as possible.
And what you don't want is also fine, because we can stop doing the things that's using up our time if you're not using it, and put it into more useful stuff for you. So that's also fine.
I like that. That's a nice. That's like the rise of de-influencing. Have you heard about this?
Yeah.
So
Jay, I've not done very good portion control there.
There's did you say you've done a Jamie?
I've got Daddy Bear and Mummy Bear's portion.
Excellent. Yeah, de-influencing, which I thought was really interesting. So obviously the rise of influencers in the last 10 years or however long has been people telling people things to buy, and now the rise of de-influencing is people telling you things to not buy.
We did a gadget review yesterday, which will be coming to you from the studio, not from the Alps, which will be coming to you in a few weeks' time. And there was one that I would positively say do not buy.
That's a little bit of de-influencing in that one, isn't there?
Right, there you go. Look at that. Sesame kale, gochujang gnocchi with smoky bacon.
It's on a tripod now, it's fine.
Do you not want to put it in the sexies first before you eat it? Put it into the sexies. There we go.
Spinny wheel. Oh, that kale is special, and that gochujang's got a kick.
It has got a kick, but also we know that things like gochujang, things like miso, these are ingredients we're using increasingly because they give you a real flavour bomb. And generally speaking, they love dairy fat. So miso butter pasta, miso butter potatoes, that kind of thing. Here, gochujang and creme fraiche, you have that dairy fat and gochujang fermentedness, which is just insanely good.
Let's get a full.
Another ingredient here we're using, which kind of is a real flavour bomb, smoked salmon. Relatively cheap in comparison to fresh fish. And therefore, because it's smoked as well and it's oily, all that flavour, a little goes a long way.
I use Psychic a lot at home. But I tell you what, the thing that I miss the most is having somebody else do it for you.
What do you mean?
Wouldn't that, if a Psychic went the next step further, they're sending you an Evans.
We get them out of our hair as well.
And that'd be lovely. If you want that, comment down below.
No, that's not to be in the comments. That's less helpful for the food team, I'll be honest.
You could get a cushion at home.
Yeah, no. Well,
No?
Would
Good
you
thing
want
about- good thing about having a cushion
would
at
you
home.
want would you want cushion at home?
Yeah, the good thing about that is he cleans as he goes.
That was helpful.
Right.
Lemon, I'm going to do all of the zest in here.
Again, 1 second. Sorry.
And my understanding of this recipe, but I can't remember off the top of my head. And now I'm logged in to watch the video and comments.
Right,
I think the
now-
juice goes in the third recipe from this pack. So you put it back in the fridge and use the juice for the next recipe.
Right, there's quite a few top chat questions coming in. I'd love to see more pass it ons and live shows. Right, this one, y'all are amazing. Keep it up. Thank you, Sarah. There are some more pass it ons coming up.
We like the one with Taz, that was good fun.
The one with Taz was really good fun. I feel like I got some, unfairly slated in the comments. Or I just got slated in the comments. Yep, fine. Just slated in the comments. That's fine. Mrs. Thomas, hello. I'm new to spices and their flavours. Can we get a video explaining them And even where you guys only use dried ones.
Yeah.
That would be... Because
So we
Barry
had-
and I still get confused between thyme and rosemary.
Yeah, but that's just your nose. That's got nothing to... Can't teach you that. But I hear what you're saying. We did some spiceology badging a little while ago, which was kind of looked at the logic of spices and how they interact with each other and understanding spices. And
How did that go for you, Baz?
I feel like that would be a good thing to repeat.
Stop it. Now I could just frame it out this entire video.
Generally, the difference between whole spices and ground spices. Whole spices are better because they are fresher, because then you grind them in the moment and they don't lose their potency and pungency. They're also less likely to burn if you throw ground spice into a hot pan or hot oil. That's useful. But they're probably easier to use because you don't have to grind them. So there's kind of pros and cons with each.
Lavami, 12. I hope your ankle gets better soon.
Not got a good ankle.
Sprained ankle and was bored before this came on. Definitely more streams when you can. Loved Hack Friday. Thanks, Connor. Paz needs a cloud egg badge. I did see a couple of people questioning whether the Chef Skills Challenge is ever going to come to an end. I think we have now filmed the penultimate episode of that, which means that at some point in the next few weeks we're going to be filming the final.
It has to happen.
And in that penultimate episode, Barry and I learned for the first time what the final actually consists of.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. we
Whereas
didn't know
Mike
about
knew
that.
because he's heads up production with Tom and the team.
So he knew. So it was a bit of a surprise to us. So we're going to film that in the next few weeks.
In the meantime...
Sorry, in the meantime, you've made an entire dish.
Well, that's genuinely...
Last time I saw you cooking, you were just chopping and sprinkling salmon with lemon zest.
Yeah, and genuinely, that's the whole point of these recipes. I mean, these are particularly easy ones because they are the 6 ingredient, but all of the recipes on Sidekick, they're either 1 pan, 1 tray, 6 ingredient, 15 minutes, lots of different options. These, between, how many? So I spent I spent £10.35 at the local supermarket picking up these ingredients for this, and to that we added a few things we already had. So sesame oil from the store cupboard, pasta from the store cupboard, gochujang from the store cupboard, everything else I bought. So by building up the store cupboard over time, you kind of save money in the long term. But essentially, definitely less than 12 quid. What did I say? 10.35.
Yeah.
4 plates of food. Very different, even though they share kale and creme fraiche. Like, so different.
Couple of questions. What would you substitute creme fraiche for?
Creme fraiche is essentially fresh cream, but it has been slightly soured. So sour cream is a great alternative. In this dish, I wouldn't use yoghurt.
Okay.
Because although it is dairy and has that tang, the problem with yoghurt is on extreme heat, like the gochujang, it has the chance of splitting. Whereas, almost in focus again.
Barry's sexies are not at the same level as Ed's, Izzy's,
It's
Dom's,
true.
Right, well, they
Remus.
shouldn't have
He
gone
also,
home
he also
and-
waited for me to give an explanation before phasing me out, but I think everyone heard it, so that's fine.
Regan would like to see some more travel-related content. It'd be amazing, like the American series, even though that was an ad. Yes, that was an ad. We love doing the travel stuff. The problem with travel stuff is it's usually really expensive, and so that's why it does make more sense if it's a sponsored video. Obviously, we only do the sponsored videos that also make sense to us and to you as an audience as well. So we do pick those carefully.
You're filling half the frame with your big gob.
But what I will say is that this year we do want to get out and about a lot more. Things like the Alps, completely off our own backs, if that makes any sense. We've got a few more plans to go away again in the next few months, with or without sponsors.
But
If
I
they
would
make
also
sense.
say that I think the travel-related stuff is my favourite sponsored content.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't feel like an advert. Like, the advert is, this destination is quite fun to explore and we're all going to learn something. But it's not kind of like a QVC holding up a product and saying you must buy this. It's just saying that we're going on to this amazing location. If it's of interest to you, you might want to explore it too. If not, enjoy the great rich content. It's the best hashtag ad content I think that we do, because it gets out the studio. It takes our team with us,
Yeah.
which is expensive to do if
It
if we
takes
don't
us
have
to other people.
Yeah.
The amount of people that we meet and the amount of new experiences that we have on those
the
trips.
burger boat. Remember the burger boat?
Oh, Steve's Burger Boat was fantastic. I loved that whole setup. Hi from Singapore. It's about 1 a.m. right now. More cooking for one-person meal packs or recipes would be awesome. We have we have quite a lot of people asking that, and the response that always comes from other users who are one-people users, Ebbers, is that they refrigerate or freeze their second portion.
Yep.
To have the next day.
Have we tried it yet?
Some dishes
I'm all right
doesn't
for
do
that
smoked
one.
salmon.
No, I know,
It's
because it's
really
smoked salmon.
nice.
No, I know it is, but
Yeah.
it's really nice if you like smoked salmon.
Yeah, but you're on camera, so you have to like
No,
it,
but
don't you?
no, but I don't. I'll have more of the gnocchi.
You never know, it might be the one. It might be the one you go, I like smoked salmon.
Or it might not.
No, damn.
And to prove a point, both of these would chill down and reheat. I wouldn't say either of them would freeze well,
Okay.
because cooked pasta and cooked gnocchi, not good for freezing, like cooked risotto, they go mushy, but they'll definitely Tupperware up and reheat the next, well, not even the next day, within the next 3 days. So I do a lot of psychic cooking at home. I am only generally cooking for one, so when I am, that's what I do. Some dishes save better than others. Some of the wetter ones freeze really well. Generally speaking, if they've got cooked carbohydrates in them, rather than beans and lentils and like stews and root veg, then these ones tend not to freeze as well. But yeah, refrigerator for sure. And to your point, more recipe packs for one person. Noted. We'll add it to the list of things for the food team.
I find it really weird, and people find it really weird, how I don't like smoked salmon. Because
You love smoking.
I love, yes, food.
And you love, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, thank you. I love smoked food, and I love salmon. But put them together,
It is
and I really, and
bewildering.
actually, it's
Is it the
lots
texture?
of-
It's the oily.
it's everything.
What about smoked trout?
No, smoked mackerel. No, it's smoked fish. I can't do. Really odd. Really odd.
What about whitefish that's been smoked, like a smoked cod or smoked monkfish?
I don't
might
know if
even
I've
had it.
I might not have had that. We should do that.
You definitely have. When you smoke things in the oven.
Whereas Kush, somebody
Yeah.
said he's gone home. He's been
Cooking all day.
he's been labbing all day. We've had some exceptional taste testing today, and again that'll be coming to you soon.
Have we ever done Bangladeshi, local or authentic dishes? If not, make it happen.
I would love to do a food tour
Yeah.
of various different states across India. Would love to. You'd have to put up with a lot of sweating, yes. But I would love to.
Would you ever do another food marathon video? I think we're used to not sleeping now, Baz. We could probably. Mike would be great
Mike
at
would be
it.
the best at it.
Mike would be the best at it right
Yeah, but in
now.
our mid-30s, can we really be doing that to our bodies? I feel like that's
Been there for years.
that's why I wear black. That's why I wear black and generally breathe in.
Right, what else is going on in the comments? Can we start giving half stars as ratings for the meal? Often it's better as a 4, but not yet a 5. Being able to give it a 4.5 would be awesome.
Or a mark out of 10.
Or a mark out of 10, that does the same job.
What's that for the psychic recipes?
Yeah, I think so.
Ah.
More worldwide snacks shorts, please. They've gone
Yeah,
down really
they
well.
are good fun.
They've gone down really well.
And it's strange because I think the shorts is a chance to do things that are interesting, but they're not interesting enough to put into a 15-minute video, if that makes
Yeah.
sense. So they're really interesting moments, but shorts allows us to capture them.
Hey, you're going to like this.
Oh.
Would love to see you guys playing around with some Aussie ingredients, such as lemon myrtle or even kangaroo, if you could source it easily. What's that over there?
Don't spoil a
No,
video.
I know, but it's-
You know how much effort goes into producing these
I
things?
know.
You're about to-
I know, but for you lovely people who joined us live, little spoiler, something we spoke about literally earlier in the week, and this is full of lemon myrtle and hibiscus, and it is Salt Bush Kitchen, an Aussie spice blend celebrating more indigenous ingredients from around the world. This is from Australia, but perhaps concentrating more indigenous ingredients wherever you are in the world. Lemon myrtle.
Noah wants to know, would we think about making the gin liqueur available in other countries?
We would love to. Do you want the truth? It's really difficult. For example, in the US, and we know how many of you in the US, it's not about just getting it to the US. Like every state has different laws and rules and import and export. So we literally have to, it would be like doing 52 different import-export things.
Yeah.
It's really, really complex. We're kind of trying to find a way around it. And by a way around it, I mean producing it maybe in the US or other things. But
The big point of it is we want it to be as sustainable as possible.
well, there is that too.
As soon as you-
It's a super...
As soon as you fly across the world, it kind of ruins the point.
Yeah. The distilling, the glass, the strawberries and the botanicals all come within 30 miles of a distillery. slightly counterintuitive to fly it across the world, but more products that we can get to you guys globally is on the list for sure.
Are we doing more poker face challenges? There's
Not
one.
very help them.
There's
Hate those.
the poker face.
Yeah, even when I'm on the side.
Aren't we filming?
I
one?
like you quite a lot. I know sometimes it is painful to watch you suffer.
I think we're filming one in the next couple of weeks. Aren't
Yeah.
we? Yeah, I think we are.
Oh,
Kush-
that's why Kush has been so happy. recently.
Yeah, Kush has told me to prepare myself.
Oh,
Get ready.
Prepare your mouth, or
Not just mouth, body,
yeah.
the whole body, entry and exit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Will London's best restaurants be returning? This is something that I'm really keen to do more of, actually, because we did a lot of it pre-COVID, and then COVID happened, and I feel like we haven't left the studio as much since things have started opening up again. And that's part of the reason of getting out and doing stuff like the Alps and going to the US and going out and about. But actually, I want to do more stuff in London.
Yeah.
I want to go meet experts in London, and I also want to get outside of London and go to other parts of the UK that we've not explored. The north, we've not
Just
been.
full stop.
Just full stop. We went to Edinburgh once. We went to York once.
The Lake District is the most beautiful place on the planet, and they've
Yeah.
got some excellent breweries and excellent food and excellent everything. Places like that we should
Wales, Cornwall. Cornwall.
that's not very north, though, is it?
It depends where you are.
I'll go to the Faroe Islands.
Faroe Islands.
That's north.
Is it? Where are they?
That's like really.
Oh, right up there. It's all the way up there.
Yeah.
Scotland and beyond.
The Isle of Skye was beautiful at New Year. Would love to get out more. Would also say though, the food team's newsletter, which you can sign up for, they're kind of a little bit ahead of us trying to get out as well, because it's a much smaller. It's just Kush and Slater, and they're trying to go and get inspiration. They always have done for new dishes and new ideas, and they've been going to a few restaurants in London to inspire recipes, but also to help you order at certain cuisines recipes. That's kind of what that's what they're trying to do. So if you are not Korean, what should you be ordering when you go to a Korean restaurant, and how to order, that kind of thing. And we want to do that with a number of different cuisines, because
really good.
sometimes you feel really out of your depth and kind of overwhelmed and you're unsure, and you might stick to the only two things you recognise when there's 20 other things to enjoy. So we're going to try and explore that as well.
So many comments saying we should go on a whiskey tour of Scotland. I can see at least one.
Jamie.
So many comments.
Or a vineyard tour of like Italy. How about that?
Emma.
Oh.
Let's
We could
go
go. I
skiing.
could take you to Rioja.
Yeah, I'd like that, actually. That would be good
Or
fun.
we can go skiing again.
No, it's the snow's melted. The snow's melted.
Or we could go on a rum distillery tour, Baz.
Oh, okay.
Yeah?
Go
Yeah.
to Jamaica.
Now you're sold.
Yeah.
Come to Southend. Lots of
Sure.
horrific seafood here. Cheers, Shazam. Thank you for that.
What was that one? Just get thoughts on trying to.
I can't keep up.
There was a
then.
green one that came through. I felt like it was a.
I can't keep up. Where's
There's
it
lots.
gone?
There it is.
Different types of biryanis.
Honestly, Indian food, and I do think, I don't know if it's the same where you are in the world, but so much of the Indian food we get in the UK, perhaps Goan food is the only anomaly to that, is from one region in India. Like there are so many different places, but we tend to get most of the classics that we know and recognise from one region in India. I would love to go there and experience it again and eat our way around the city, but also to explore 30 other states.
This has been the really interesting thing about the global street food taste testing videos that we've been doing. Is Barry and I have learned about so many new countries, or like just like the food from those countries that you've never been to, you've heard of, but we've never explored in any way. And actually getting a dish from there and having to taste it and learn all about it is really interesting. We got
And the A to Z that we've been
And the
doing
A
at
to
Spin the
Z.
Wheel. We've got the England episode coming up soon.
That's gonna be great.
That was a classic.
that's going to be great.
That was a dish don't think I'd ever heard of.
All right, what about this? Send Jamie to Valencia to learn about paella with security. That's probably a wise idea. That's one that I put a tweet out last week about that, actually, because I would like to. It's been 6 years.
Since what? We went to
Coming
Spain?
up 6 years since the paella burrito episode.
When did we go to Valencia? On the mystery weekend? That was a good.
After that, it was after
we
that.
went last year, Evans.
And you went last year.
Well,
for
yeah, I
YouTube.
know. It was great, but also it was great. We didn't leave the hotel though, did we? Because it was a YouTube conference.
Yeah.
And it was fantastic, and we were spoiled rotten, but we didn't explore the city.
Can you guys do a pass it on with Ben, Kush, James, and another chef like Poppy, and have the normals watch the whole thing? I would love that.
Yes. We need to make that happen.
A full chef, but I think they'd be worse than us.
Chef off.
They would bicker.
No, we wouldn't
So
bicker.
much
We wouldn't
bickering.
bicker, but we'd all try and do too much. And in Pass It On, the secret is less is more. Take it, look at it, think about it,
You know Kush.
and pass it on.
And Slater, they would not go for less is more in the situation.
No, they should. That's what I mean. That's why it wouldn't work.
Who's made a velouté? Let's get rid of that. We don't need a velouté to go with this pan au chocolat. Like, it'd be that kind of thing, wouldn't it?
Why don't we go to Hungary? Because you always are,
Yeah, right.
and they do lovely wine.
That's his second bottle.
Glass. Very nice. It also works wonderfully with the salmon and kale.
Jamie needs a proper redemption arc for the paella burrito. I think, yeah, going to Valencia, learning how to make paella from a real Valencian chef.
Look, we've had so many ideas over the years,
Yeah.
but another one being work experience. Actually going into a place and putting in a shift. Like, if you did a shift in a paella restaurant, not just go in and stand and watch and stir a little bit and we've got the footage, let's move on, but actually did
Yeah.
a shift.
I'm just going to stand there and say, see? See?
That would be excellent.
Next alphabet challenge. Yes, we've E is coming out soon. And then after that, I think it's going to be...
G.
No, I think there's another one. I can't remember.
We
they're
spun
coming
it.
out.
We spun it. We know what it is.
Yeah, we do know what it is,
Because
don't
at
we?
the end of every time we film one, we film the spin of the next. We know what it is, but secrets.
But thanks, Curly, for asking that 12 times with massive exclamation mark and question marks.
I didn't realise just how quick these psychic recipes were. In literally 15 minutes, we cooked 4 plates of food, and we've just been stood here eating them. You are literally watching us eat dinner now, but it's kind of fun to hang out. Smoked haddock. What smoked haddock? Do you like that one? Smoked haddock. Like kedgeree.
No, well, yeah.
Here we
But
go.
Maybe
There we
because
go,
it's
smoked haddock.
masked by all those other really
Great
nice
suggestion.
flavours.
I still think we should do a series where we try and turn each other of our most hated foods.
Oh,
Like, to try and convince
Yeah.
me that blue cheese is good. Like, it's hard.
So-
like, go on a journey where, like,
it's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
You'll grow up one day, Baz.
right,
Mike had this idea because there's a theory, isn't there? It's like if you eat olives enough, you can train yourself to like olives, and it's something like you have to start by eating 1 a day, and then you graduate to eating 2, 3,
Yeah.
5 a day, something like that, and over time you'll learn to love it.
I think that's what I did with olives when I was a kid, because my parents had like dinner parties and friends over, and there were olives there, and all the grown-ups were enjoying them, and it annoyed me that I wasn't grown up enough to enjoy them. So I would force feed myself olives until I did, and now I love them.
Well, I trained myself to do the eyebrow thing, so maybe anything's possible.
So, I'm not sure, again, I've only had one child, but from my experience of bringing him up, and he likes everything. There's nothing he doesn't like. Because, I think it's because when he ate cheese for the first time, he went, yuck! And I went, oh, well, he doesn't like it today. So you change the circumstances, you change the environment, and you go again, and keep trying different ways of introducing, now he eats everything.
Yeah.
So I kept finding going, as soon as the kid says, I don't like it, try again, but change the circumstances, change the environment. Hence why, like, smoked haddock in a kedgeree, you go, oh, I like it. But you build from that
Rather than start,
one kid,
straight in at the deep
acting
end.
like I'm the king of parenting. But I know it's not that simple.
I saw a comment fly by. You should go to Korea with Korean Englishmen.
I'm jolly. I would absolutely love to spend some time. Well, actually, jolly and/or anybody from the area who speaks the language who can show you
Yeah.
the real beauty of the country.
Well, you imagine what Gabby did when she came in here with Josh and Ollie, and like that.
Exactly. When we went to Tokyo, and we were lucky
Yeah.
enough to have 2 people who didn't appear on camera, but they basically helped us get around the city and spoke the language, and they knew a lot of people, and it just made our experience amazing.
Pass it on with the Off the Menu podcast.
I got tagged into that the other day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, somebody tagged on their post, you should get at Be Able on. So that's what, maybe you guys should all go to their podcast and their channels and tag Sorted Food.
You're just pimping yourself out.
Well, I think it's great. I think it's such an amazing show. I'd love to be on it. But it needs the power of the people, and you guys are the people.
Maybe this is our platform to get on all of the podcasts that we want to
Yeah.
get on.
Who do we want to bully our way onto?
Yeah. Do you want to do Chris and Rosie, Baz?
Yeah, that'd be wicked.
You could do Chris and Rosie. I'll do Rob and Josh with the parenting. Yeah, parenting one.
So Mike should go on that one.
Mike should.
Not in his current state.
Should we
He's
try-
very fragile. Try him again.
I'll try him again. Where is he? Lazy. Right.
Yeah.
Oh, Mike.
Why does he leave his computer? Why is he in computer?
What work has he been doing at home?
He's obviously not
What work
working.
has he been
He
doing
said he
at
was
home?
working from home today, but his laptop's here, so what a lie.
Do a video with Barry Lewis. Oh! Hey, mate.
Give it here.
Hey mate,
How are you?
good.
How you
You're,
feeling? How
you're
you
saying
feeling?
very still.
I'm feeling good.
Yeah. How's she? She's sleeping.
She's on the edge.
Oh,
Oh.
mate. That is the most beautiful and hilarious thing I've seen in ages. Oh.
I'm glad it's good content.
Are you having a lovely evening?
Lovely.
Lovely evening. What are you cooking?
What sidekick recipe are you cooking?
What's for dinner? And be honest. Be genuinely honest.
I literally no idea.
Really.
What have you been living off? You told us the other day what you've been living off since she was born.
Yeah, hot cross buns. Kush made me some frozen ready meals sent over from team shoots. So we had those.
Brilliant.
What else have we had? Oh, yeah, to be honest, I am going to actually do a stir fry tonight,
Nice.
but it might just be 11:35 p.m. by the time we eat it.
Nice. Well, thank you for joining us, and you too, Lottie.
Do you know what? This could
There
be
you
the
go.
next poker face. What do you reckon about this?
Baby food.
What do you reckon? No, not baby
I'm not
food.
sure I can keep that
But
down.
the next poker face is Kush is going to cook us something really extreme. We have to have the baby Bjorn with her on, and if we make too much noise, she's going to wake up.
A real-time baby monitor.
Don't wake the. It's called "Don't Wake the Baby Poker Face." And if your reaction is so extreme it wakes the baby, you lose. And then, but
Poker face.
you poke her face. No, don't poke her face. Anyway, shall we say goodbye to you?
Yeah, sure.
Say goodbye.
Lovely to see you. Do you like this thumbnail?
Oh,
What's this for? Oh, burger battle. Yeah, love that.
Spoiler.
spoiler. Lovely. All right. We'll catch you tomorrow, mate. See ya.
Bye-bye.
I love the way he's working right now with her attached to him. It's wonderful.
It is. It's great.
It makes me so happy.
It's really nice.
It's so happy to see a close personal friend go through hell.
Suffer so much.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
For the greater good.
Exactly.
I forgot that your burger battle video comes out tomorrow, Baz.
Yeah, I know.
So tomorrow, Baz is taking on the burger challenge under 10 minutes. You're going to spot a couple of special guests in the background. They're taking on the challenge after Baz. But we still need we need you to tag people that you want
Yep.
to feature and take on the challenge. Let's go as big as we possibly can. Somebody just mentioned Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a terrible idea at all.
No, I think if he's man enough to come and do the sub 10-minute burger challenge in the studio, then he's very welcome.
Yeah, let's see how he gets on with
If
that.
he's what, then? If what? Oh, right, okay.
It's the wine talking.
Oh, yeah, it must be. Make more African foods. Why is Ben the only one whining and dining? That's a really good point.
Because I'm having dinner.
Yeah.
But genuinely, this is not... Often in the studio, we cook food, we have a taste, we judge it, and then there's loads of people to share it with. This is genuinely tonight just us having dinner. So I'm literally eating the whole portion.
Do you know where the Old Vic Theatre is?
Yeah?
Someone's going in there in August to see... what's it? It's just gone. Groundhog Day.
Oh, yes, it's coming over from Broadway.
Again.
Again, yeah.
Yeah,
Went
again.
very well
yeah.
done there. Well done there.
And do you know of any good restaurants nearby?
Pre-theatre, quick and in and out. No, not off the top of my head. It's not an area I go to that often.
Where is the Old Vic?
I have a very useful Google Maps that's got lots of good places tagged into it.
Is that for first dates though?
Yeah, something quick before theatre. Quick. You want first date, you want quick in and out, just in case it doesn't go well. You can always move on to a second venue, but you want quick in and out. Old Vic. Right. Actually, I was going to mention, just around this, close to us, Wilton's Music Hall.
Yep.
They've got some excellent stuff coming up, including one of Gilbert and Sullivan's revivals, so classic and English operetta. And it's the Sarah Regan's all-male cast. And I've seen HMS Pinafore and the other one.
This is live.
Pirates of Penzance.
There you go.
They were both brilliant, and they're doing another one. And
Do they only do nautical-themed shows?
Well, Gilbert and Sullivan, yeah.
Right, okay.
Actually, but I think this one is the Mikado, and that is not nautical. It's about a weekend away.
Okay, fine.
Cool. Guys?
Yeah.
Food show.
And other interests, and theatre is one of those. Okay. So a couple of places that's quite good. So you're basically around Southwark. Where is that? What's it called? The Grape and... the Grape and...
Baz, you know you set up the YouTube Live?
Yeah.
There's a few people mentioning that the aspect ratio seems to be not correct.
What do you mean?
Well, it apparently looks more like 18 by 9 instead of 16 by 9. I'm just wondering
we've eaten the food really quickly.
Did I not stretch the frame to...
I don't know.
Hey, are you in sync? Are you sharp?
Am I in sync?
Yes, it's fine.
Jerk in the park?
We're back to your first dates
It's
again.
the closest. It's the closest place to the Old Vic.
Right.
Honestly, I go to this area so infrequently. I don't have any of my favourite places flagged.
This is what happens though when you spot Ben in the street and you ask him for recommendations.
I go blank. Love to see you all just hanging out and talking rubbish. Yeah, I paraphrased, but
Yeah, we usually cut all this stuff out. Yeah, it's 7:20p and we're squished. It's a great job, Baz. Well done. Thanks.
I really thought I did a good job on this. Well, so if Mike was here, it'll be fine.
Apparently it's very cinematic though, so I think that's all right.
That's great.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, there's 5,000 people.
It's arty.
You've
5,000 people watching us, a little bit squished, a little bit blurry, enjoying dinner.
You've
It's
just
fine.
gone for the Christopher Nolan look. Yeah, fine. Kristen Kish is better than Gordon Ramsay. Get her on. She's incredibly skilled, fun to watch on a screen, and not an arrogantly egotistical jerk like Ebbers. Oh no, I added the like Ebbers bit. Sorry, that was me.
Tell you what, I'll just get her attention. Right? It's better if the tweet comes from
Yes.
everybody watching us.
Yeah, tag us and her into a tweet and tell her that she's got to come on. Perfect. Yeah, I think that's great.
Then we'll follow up.
Hey boys, this has been nice. Should we do it again sometime? Just hang out for dinner.
Yeah, I like
You can
this.
come to my new place.
What? An invite to Emma's place?
Are we going to get on the spreadsheet, do you think? Because I don't think we're on the spreadsheet.
No, definitely not.
For context, I have a spreadsheet, which is when you host with friends, I like not to cook the same thing over and over again. So I put down who's come and who has eaten and what they've eaten. And on that basis, you don't repeat it.
My ribs already hurt. Don't make me laugh like that.
Because whilst sometimes there are favourites and it's okay to repeat them, it's often good not to.
I would like to see your new flat. Did you go to his new flat?
No,
He's due to come and pick up a coffee table. I've got a spare coffee table he wants.
now clutching his house.
It's not a very big flat. Anything else fun?
Joshua Weissman. He would be good on the burger challenge.
It would. There's a big ocean again between us.
Don't tell us, tell him.
Great. Well, Ebbers, you haven't made much mess, but you have got to do some washing up.
No, that's the beauty. I've just cooked for 2 nights' meals, and that's it.
Where's James if you need him?
That is the. I can't believe you said that. Those of you who saw yesterday's video, Barry just presumed that James was going to do the washing up.
It was like,
So rude.
6 years of him washing up, and I just went back to normal. I couldn't help myself.
Okay, last couple of minutes. Somebody said something about the ballet. Ballet, you've got to try. Soon. we're only going to do this for another couple of minutes. So the last chance to put any comments down below, because they've gone to all sorts of lovely conversations. Anything you want to see from Psychic, because that was also kind of an interesting thing about this evening, was finding out while we do this what you want to see, so we can do more of it and make it more and more useful for you. So 2 minutes, scribble down below.
We'll probably end on a dad joke, because I've seen quite a lot of requests for dad jokes.
And I like the fact that he's got a notes, which has just got loads of them that he hasn't used, ready to go.
Well, you've always got to be prepared, haven't you, Ever? It's like, taking a whisk with you halfway up a mountain.
Yeah, that's what Baden Powell always taught me. not personally, but...
Every time you hear a dad joke, you just have to add it to your notes.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah, why not? He's got a spreadsheet of the people that
I fed.
he's...
Do you go especially of jokes you've told and...
who I've told them to.
Yeah.
You don't want to tell the same
repeat.
joke to the same people, do you? That'd be terrible.
See, spreadsheet's good for that.
Oh, they're so honest. I can't keep up with any. We're going to have to go back and look through all of these comments.
And that's the beauty, we absolutely can, because there's loads of comments, and that's brilliant. Go on then, Jay.
Right. Barry,
Yes, Jamie?
why do seagulls fly over the ocean?
Why?
Because if they flew over the bay, we'd have to call them bagels.
Yay! It's tenuously food related.
Yep.
I like it.
Okay.
Tenuously food related. Thank you everyone for joining us for dinner. We're going to do more of these, 100%. This has been such a lot of fun. Maybe next time we'll get Michael on if we can prize him away from...
We'll just go to his.
Great idea.
We'll just rock up at his.
I've got his address because I had to send him something.
Yeah.
You weren't invited.
Uh,
Oh, no, I've been to his house. I wasn't invited.
You weren't invited either, so let's just do that. We'll just turn
He
up
thought
to...
by moving out of town he was just going to get far enough away that he wouldn't bother.
That'd be perfect. We'll definitely do these again, and we'll make sure Mike's here. We'll try and grab Kush as well. James, whoever's around in the studio. We'll do more of these.
James won't be in the studio.
Well, he might be. We'll invite him around for a beer, and then we'll just shove a camera in his face. That's what usually works.
Yeah, I mean, we did that with the Alps. Should have come skiing. Oh, by the way, you're going to be in 4 videos.
Thank you so much for joining us. This has been a lot of fun. Remember, tomorrow, Barry's Burger Challenge video goes live at 4 p.m. And then on Sunday...
Something a little bit festive.
Oh, it's the Easter video.
Yeah.
Yeah, Easter video, but we're... Easter. Yeah, that'll be fun. Thank you very much. There's going to be a slight delay here as I try and work out how to end the live stream whilst also still being on camera doing the live stream.
Don't worry, I'm going to end in